Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm not Heath Ledger, I'm not the Joker, but it's Hank American Engine. As several Trackmaster, Tomy Playrail, Thomas and Friends fan base know, members of the fan base know, 2012 brought back a four-scene character that hasn't been seen in a while. You can buy him pretty much anywhere, but I got him at Target, and time for the big reveal. It's number 10 Scottish Twin Douglas. So, putting the bag away, I will quickly open him on camera for you all before I delve into the review. Now, there are two different types of this packaging. Everyone's seen the new Walmart packaging of sorts. And this is the new Target packaging. I don't approve of either one. Because if you go to Target, you find them without the base, like this. If there's no little plastic this base. It's like the plastic one. You still won't be able to get it. The engine out without nicks in the wheels. It's kind of stupid to me. Parents, I want you to get this in your kids' heads. You're the ones who will cut off the tape. Let's take a look. And look at that! Douglas is held in by 1, 2, here's the tender, 3, 4 plastic sticks. And there's the locomotive himself. Extra cardboard. So, this is the new 2012 Douglas, and I will go take a look at him in depth. But wait, that's right, I will scan this instruction sheet so we can all see who's here and who's coming back. But first, allow me to show you, right there, Douglas/Donald. So they're going to bring Donald back. I wonder what his expression is going to be. So far it looks like that's the only genuine change they ever made. Alright, well, time for me to do the comparison. And yes, I will be stripping him down to his pieces. Well, by now you know I have the 2012 Douglas, and I'm going to do a review and see what Fisher Price has done. We'll uncouple him from the tender, and we'll bring him up. Obviously, you can tell they updated the face with the white on the eyes. Problem number 1 already. No painted on windows. I'll pull him on forward and lay him down like that. Number 2, this is a dull gold color. Number 3, different font. 4, this sticker decal is not on right. 5, no black painted coupling. 6, no silver handrails, like most of the Steam team have. 7, obviously I will get them nicks in the wheels. Those are the problems with Douglas as the engine. Now, for the tender. 1, this is black, not red. 2, you can tell it's a different number. 3, shoddy painting. 4, this decal is not applied correctly. And 5, plastic axles. So that's Douglas right there. But wait, if you've got one twin, you need to have the other. So where is Donald? Apparently, he's out, but you have to go and hunt him down. And yet you can't even find Douglas. So let's do Douglas on Douglas and see which twin is better. Here's the Hit Entertainment Douglas. Pros already. 1, correct font, painted on windows, and correct decal numbering. Negatives: the tender numbers are not applied correctly. There's no white on his eyes. But another pro, shiny gold, not dull. And also, look at the faces. That is Donald. This is Douglas. So, now that I've done the little face differences, I think I'm going to take them apart to show you which and what has definitely changed. I'll be right back. And I am back. We're going to take apart the twins and see which one is better. First, we'll start with Hit Entertainment. Obviously, this is the battery compartment. You can remove the smoke box, and also if you got lucky in removing the weights, you could also remove the face. You can also remove this part and have access to the flat type drive unit that the twins were manufactured with. You can also have the ability to replace the rubber traction tires on the engines themselves, and so not to be messy. So the good news with this one is if the screw in here would wear out heavily, as you can see this one has, you could at least unscrew these other 3 screws and be able to free the engine as far as I'm concerned. And there goes his head. And that's what you may think, but if you remember, this holds that down, so you're pretty much stuck with the shell on top of your dead engine. With Hit Entertainment's Douglas done, we'll do Fisher-Price. He only comes off in 2 pieces. Piece number 1, shocker, and here we are, piece number 2. That's it. Chunk 1, chunk 2, chunk 3. I'm going to remove the other Douglas for a moment. Let's be a little bit more organized. Let's clear things off. Get your face back in there. Thank you. And let's take a look at the drive unit. The addition, spring-loaded terminal. This one doesn't have the spring-loaded terminal, but other than that, it's a definite retooling. They added the tabs here in order to remove these secure screw posts. Now that I've taken apart the locomotives, and I've just beheaded the Hit Entertainment Toys Douglas for the umpteenth time tonight, I believe it is time for me to take a look at the tenders, and this is where things are bound to get ugly, so if you want to stop watching, go ahead. I'll take a look now at the tenders. We'll start with the Hit Entertainment Toys. This came off relatively easy, and you got access to the freewheeling, moving wheels, both couplings, and the metal or steel axles that supported the wheels. And of course on the inside, a way to keep the couplings in and the axles down. Moving him aside, we'll take a look at this one, and you can see there are 2 plastic tabs holding this bad boy together. Sorry, he's a bit persnickety. Ow. But retooling done to the tender. It's completely been totally retooled. As has the little chassis. Now, YouTube user UC Weapon was the first to discover this. It's plastic axles, but it's not as bad as you may think, because the entire plastic axle are the wheels. See? Wheels and axles are completely joined. There's no hopes of you replacing them. If one of the axles snaps, you're just gonna have to go out, find, and buy a brand new 2012 Douglas. So I'll put the 2 together and we'll see if he's quieter or possibly even noisier than his predecessor. We'll be right back. Continuing on with the 2012 Douglas review and comparison, let's hear how the Hit Entertainment Toys Douglas sounds with a battery. Now remember, both have the same kind of motor, so let's have a good listen. He's a noisy lad, isn't he? Now let's see if Fisher-Price has been able to either amplify or reduce the noise and what the costs were. This Douglas is far quieter, but that's because we had it without the shell on. Let's put Douglas back together and see what he sounds like in comparison to the other one. He's a much quieter twin. But alas, I'm not going to let this be the case. I have received a little bit of a competition. First, it'll deal with speed, going around this loop layout track from this review that I will post up shortly. Now when they get to this auto rail switcher, they'll be sent down this line, goes under my bed, or my back, and runs all the way here. They will be stopped here. Whoever has the shortest time, I will say, is the winner. Then we have the hauling competition. We'll see who wins. Up first is 2012 Douglas. Let's see how long he takes. He took 50 seconds. Let's see if Hit Entertainment can beat that. So it is the Hit Entertainment Douglas. Let's go. "25 seconds. He did that run in double the Fisher-Price Douglas's time. Let's hit the next. Now it's the twins in a contest of strength. I have 7 red bolster wagons from Hit Entertainment. The heaviest one is the one up front directly behind, held down by 2 9-volt batteries. But you can't. They can't. Because this one isn't converted. Makeshift coupling. Let's throw him in. Let's get the race going. Now the same rules apply for last time. Let's get him going. took him a while. Let's see if Douglas can beat him. Let's see if Hits can pick up the slack. I'm certain that was a faster time. Let me take a look. Results are in. His time, 1 minute 27 seconds. His time, 56. Let's wrap it up. So, to conclude this, Douglas on Douglas, in all honesty, I'm going to go based on prices. Hit Entertainment's Douglas sold by himself with no track for $13, and that was with tax. It was about $11.88. Fisher-Price used to sell engines like this one for $14 with tax. Now it's $13.89, and you do tax where I live. I paid $15 for it.